Although there is no definitive history behind the spoken word, it is making history. Poetry is an oral expression of man's desires, feelings, and behaviors. Spoken word is based on the beat movement of the late 50s and early 60s. Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, and many other visionaries impacted a counterculture movement that is being revisited today. Over 30 years ago in New York City, the Nuyorican Cafe began opening its doors to the spoken word. Since then, it has evolved and flourished. Throughout the 90s, this underground phenomenon was resurrected and is now impacting today's youth. New generations of poets are using this platform to distribute meaningful reflections upon society.
I love spoken word. I mean, I think if you want to know who I am, I think that's what fuels me the most. I mean, I've never found anything more satisfying than doing poetry. Those 3 minutes that you're on stage, my God, you just feel like a superstar, you know. And not only that, but you're actually doing something that's profound that can actually help somebody. I've seen so many people. I mean, I used to tell myself, if I could change one person's life based on what I do, I think it's all worth it.
Breathe, so precious, so full of life, that despite all of our trials, tribulations, and strife, I'm beginning to realize that nothing is more essential than the feeling of being alive. And struggle is just freedom waiting to unfold, and freedom is just a breath that refuses to go old, and the breath is just a soundtrack to the stories of life that need to be told. So, to you I offer this life, to you I offer this peace, to you I offer the simple solace of oxygen being inhaled and released.
Not only can I write something, but now I can also perform what I wrote in a way that is entertaining. You know, not many people want to read a poem on paper. Not many people want to take the time to sit down and read something that I wrote. But let me write something and get on stage, and then suddenly it's like, wow, it takes on a whole nother dimension. You know, it kind of falls in between being a rap star and being a writer. Now I'm like right smack dab in the middle because I'm kind of doing both, and it's just been so great. It's been so liberating for me that I don't think I can ever see myself not do it anymore. Everybody has some sort of anger or something that, you know, they wish they could just let out. You know, I'm given 3 minutes to get on top of a stage and basically release everything that I'm feeling with every emotion that I have, and it saved my life.
Because anything worth happening happens between the inhale and the exhale, between conception and death. And time fills the spaces between with the beat by which we tune our breath. Time is ticking, slipping, faster than we can expect. So I can't afford any more time trying to define what comes next. I am living now. I'm living today. I am living as if the entire world is my stage. My God is watching, waiting on me to achieve. So I respond by holding my breath the moment I step up to the mic to speak. And when my time is done, I'll return to my seat, knowing that with every breath, I live my life to its very best, and only then will I will never give up on today's youth, no matter what people might say, or no matter what state they might be in, or what the media parades in front of their eyes. The media determines what to put on the radio stations, on television, based on what society wants. You know, if society wants that crunk music, that's what they're going to produce because that's what's making money. But I think that if we continue getting into these youth and plugging into them what's really important, they're going to start doing those type of things. And the media will step back going, wow, all that crunk music, I think it's done. We got to move on to the conscious stuff now because that's what these kids want. And so I think that if we stay with that mindset that what we put into these youth is what's going to be produced in the media, I think we'll be all right.